What's up? I'm Minivan Lee, and I've lived in my minivan for 7 years. Now, today, I'm going to talk about the cost of all of this. This could be yours for that price. Well, not this one, but somebody asked me how much it would cost to have the same setup as moi, as Minivan Lee. Okay, well, we're going to get started, but I want you to watch it all the way through, okay? And chill. And I do want you to subscribe, okay? And we're just going to get going. We're going to have a good time today. I'm going to break it down for you. Break it down. Okay? Let's go. Hey, thanks for spending a little bit of time with me today. This is just a quick 20 minutes, and we're going to talk about what's going on inside of my van. Now, I did get a question, and let me find that for you. Okay, this is from Aurora Heminger, okay? How much is the cost to get a minivan like yours, like mine? Especially if you do the work of setting it up and ready to go. I love this question. I've been kind of hanging on to it, and I was saving it for a special time. And today's a special day, okay? Yeah, I'm going to break it all down for you. And of course, I've got my notes, okay? Yeah. So how you doing today? Doing pretty good? We got up here at the Grand Canyon, got a little bit of rain. It's kind of sprinkling, but I had my solar set up with my Jackery, and I had to go get that and bring it in. It was raining enough for that, but it wasn't like a pour down rain. It's a little bit humid right now, but that's okay. I've got my fan on low, so don't, if I was on high, it would be way too much, okay? So, well, let's go, okay? Tea? You want some tea? Some, positive energy. Let's have positive energy. I suggest that you all, just a little side note, stay away from negative people. They really can ruin your whole outlook and attitude. And over time, it can really, it can be a bummer. Your life can be a bummer. So let's have some positive energy. And I'm going to keep things positive. Okay, got my notes. Chill out, okay? Okay, so let's start with the actual minivan. This is a Kia Sedona. Now, I pay cash for my minivans. I always have. I pay cash for my cars. I always have, okay? Well, not always, but, for the past 20 years, yeah, I just pay cash. I do not like payments. So, this particular van cost $8,300. It really was $8,800, but here's the story on that. I had to run to Tucson and pick up a van because my other one went kaput in Quartzsite. I got a ride to Tucson. I found one on Craigslist. So I went and looked at it. It was $8,800, but I kid you not. And I really am being very honest about this. Of course, I'm always honest. I thought it was when I got the money out of the bank. I had to pull some money out, obviously. And I gave him, it was $8,300, $8,300. And he goes, well, it's $8,800. And I go, oh my God. I really was like, what? How did that happen? Probably him, yeah. He probably just made it all, happen that way. He goes, well, okay, I'll give it to you for $8,300. So I saved $500, yeah. Okay, so, and this is a restored title. That means that it was in an accident, and I know exactly what happened. It got hit on the passenger side, the front, on the passenger side. So they restored it. It's a restored title. It's actually in the title, and the way that the title number and code is, that it says it's a restored title. Yeah. So I'll never be able to really especially with the seats out, I'll never be able to probably resell it. I'll keep it until it doesn't go anymore. And if I find another one, I would probably maybe sell this to a Nomad for a very cheap price. Yeah. Okay, so, but here's the deal. That was 2.5 years ago. So I don't know what prices are going for on Craigslist if you bought it cash. So I put anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 because the prices are probably going to be going up. Everything else is, why not minivans, right? Okay. Now, I also included seat removal. Now, I paid $45. But I put the price down for $60. Take it to a mechanic and he can take out the seats for you. I took all seats out, all of them. And if you don't get a Kia Sedona, I was told by a mechanic that do not worry about like the railings and things like that, because some people say, well, you can't take out those railings. He said, you can take everything out. He goes, you just have to find the right mechanic. They'll take all the seat equipment out for you. Okay. Now I do have my passenger seat out, but there's a little plug, the little plug-in that for the airbags. So once he unplugs that one, there's a alert on my dash that it's forever there. It says that there's it's a airbag code thing. It's red. I forget the name of it. But anyways, yeah, it's there. It doesn't bother me, and it doesn't affect any of the other airbags. It just affects that one on the passenger seat. That's what I've been told. Okay, so I put $60 for that. Could be anywhere. It could be $100. You know, things are going up over the past 4 years. You know, there are consequences. You know what I'm talking about. Now, there's 2 things you need to get right away. You're going to have to do your windows, and you're going to have to do the flooring. So now in my Kia Sedona, I've got $100. I got a carpet. Okay, it's $100 carpet. Okay, and there are 3 bins that fit in my back where the 3rd row seats go. There are 3 bins down there, and then I've just got some stuff over it to make it go flush, and then I've got the carpet on there, and I've got these things on it. So, but you want to know the cost, and you can go back to my earlier videos and look at things like that. I can leave some links. When I was setting this up, I'll leave links for that at the end of the video, so watch it all the way to the end. Okay, so the carpet, I spent $100, and I just included $100. You want to have a soft carpet. Now you might want to do other things with it, but you asked me how mine was, so I'm listing my cost of getting this van going and living in it. You know, you can put those nice foamy things underneath the carpet and make it really, but that's up to you if you want to spend more, okay? Now, let's go to bins. No, you know what? I want to go with window coverings because I mentioned window coverings and the flooring. Now, I have here the blackout curtains. You can buy some blackout curtains or blackout curtain material, but I just bought blackout curtains and I cut them the way that I wanted them. And I can leave the links for videos. I'm not going to show you how to do it. This is blackout curtain 2. It's all clipped up. That one too. And you're going to need, for your windshield, you're going to need a really nice windshield cover. I mean, you can get that on Amazon, right? And then I've got some window coverings for the 2 front windows, right? And then I've got in the back, I've got, for my back, I've got an original Reflectix, and I just taped it up because it's always going to, you're at an angle like this. So if you've got the window covering on, it's always going to flop off. I mean, it's called theory of relativity. gravity, and it's just gonna fall. I just taped it up. I don't even, like you can see, I don't use my back window. People say, well, how do you see in back? Well, I've got a blind side mirrors hooked to my side mirrors, so I see very well. Yeah. There's a lot of vans that you can't see in the back. They don't have a window back there. In fact, there's a lot of vans that the only windows are up front in the windshield. So, you know, yeah, you've got special mirrors. I got them in Amazon for that. Okay. So, your window coverings. You're going to have to figure out those two front window coverings. I had mine made for me. A friend made them for me, and I still use them. Okay, and for window coverings, I put $60, but probably really thinking about it, it's going to be like $100. Probably $100. That's okay. But I've got things estimated a little bit. Now, bins. I've got 1, 2, 3. This is a bigger one, and these are more flat, but I've got 1, 2, 3. There's a bin right there. That's where the passenger seat would go. And remember, I told you back down below here where the third row seats folded into. It's sort of like a well where the seats would fit into. I've got 3 bins down there. Okay, they're very short, but they fit. So what I did for bins is I put $180. Things are going up. I've been looking at bins. I would like to switch these out. I don't really like the yellow black. You know, it's like a bumblebee in here. I got bumblebees in here. And then I've got blue over here. I would love to get a different color set, but they're expensive. They really are. So I put $180 for bins. Okay, let's go with my drawers. I got drawers, sets of drawers here. I keep my clothes in these drawers. And 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've been pricing these too because I want to get new ones. They're getting expensive. There's I think I paid like $11 for these, each one. So 1, 2, 3, that'd be like $33. They're now like $20. And this is the big one is like $40. Yeah. So your drawers are going to be $100. Okay? To get the drawers. Now, I got a solar system up above. And it's taped down with black Gorilla Tape. I kid you not. Now go into my videos, past videos, and I show how to do that. Yeah. And I put down for the whole solar system $200. That's not bad. And that includes the extension cord. I've got extension cord coming through, solar extension cord. I've got the solar panel. I've got the tape. And I've got an adapter hooked to it so it'll go into my Jackery. You know what Jackeries look like. I've got it covered up here because of the heat. And I keep these kind of damp. But yeah, there's my Jackery. And I got my other Jackery over here with a cover over it, damp. And it's hooked to the solar panel that comes through my window and in there. So $200 isn't too bad. The solar panel really was like $150. Maybe it's gone up, but it's a flexible solar panel. It's flat. Nobody can see it up there. Nobody. I mean, it's just flat. Okay, now, I also have my Jackeries. And I suggest if you want my setup, I use 2 of them. That way I can be charging one over here. And I can be using this over here because I've got it plugged in. And I can plug my phones in my living area. This is my living area. So when this starts going down and this one's been charged up, I switch them. And I just keep switching them back and forth. Yeah. Okay, now I got my fans. Got my fans. And I've got 2 of them. I suggest you always have 2. Because if one goes down and it's summertime, oh my gosh, what are you going to do? Wait a week till it comes in through Amazon? No, you have to have backup. Always have a backup fan. And I put that at $50. These fans were really only like, I think 25, so get 2 of them. Yeah. Put one away, keep it charged up at all times. Okay, now I got my stove. This is a necessity. This is a necessary. And I've got $40 for that. And you're going to need some lights, right? You're going to need some lights. You got to have lights. These lights. You can even go to Walmart. I think they might need batteries though. You can go to Walmart and get those kind that stick on and then you just press them or whatever. But I think those take batteries. Now, some of you say, well, go ahead and get some with solar, little solar in the back. That wouldn't be my cup of tea because then I'd have to put the light on my dashboard and that doesn't interest me at all. I'd use USB chargeable. Yeah, I get them USB chargeable. That's what I recommend. And getting started, you don't need a lot. I mean, if you got as many as I did, gosh, I've got 4 of these. Yeah, and I've got 4 of these, so I do have quite a bit of lights. Yeah. And let's see, let's go with some little things, right? A collapsible bucket. Oh yeah. This is for washing up. If you want one that would be good for you want to wash dishes or something, well, I would get 2 then. Okay, you need a pee bottle. You need a bucket with a seat. You need like a bucket, and you don't want it to be a bucket like this because it could tip over. You want a good solid bucket. For a minivan, you don't want a tall 5-gallon. Where are you gonna? That's too big. It's just too big for in here. So yeah, get yourself a nice bucket, and with the toilet seat. And I have a tire inflator. Yeah. And I put $50 for that and a jump starter. And you can just look on Amazon. Look for reviews. It has really good reviews. And if you're still kind of curious, go down to the reviews and start reading them. Yeah. You might have these or you might not. You need some good spray bottles. I'd get 2. I'm out of water in there. You need bungees. And you need clamps. You're just going to need some clamps. Like, see, what kind of clamps am I talking about? Like, you can clamp things down. Like these big clamps. And then these here, this is held on by the littlest clamps. Yeah, you want clamps. And what else do I have? That's it. I figured out that all that I gave you would be my system. Of course, I've got clothes in here. I'm not going to go with dishes. You got dishes in your house. You just pick a couple spoons, a couple forks, and a good knife, and a bowl and a plate. If it's just you, that's all you. Don't go nuts with the plates. Yeah, unless you're going to have parties in here. You're going to be serving people. Yeah, and I got jewelry and stuff in there. That's what I would pick. And I got washcloths and stuff for beauty, just papers and stuff. What's in here? Some food, and in here's coffee stuff. One thing you might want to invest in that you might not have is to heat up water for coffee or tea is this. Yeah, this is nice for the stove. Yeah. And for me, in this one, it's just more food. So this is stuff that you're going to have in your own house, right? Now, there's stuff in my bins, but it's just stuff that I want, right? And there's bungees in there, and there's Gorilla Tape and things like that. Yeah. And that bin, that blue one by the passenger seat, that's got overflow food in it. Now in the back is where I keep my tire inflator. I don't have a jump starter at this point. I probably need to get one. And then you're probably going to need some tools, but you got that at home, right? Okay, so basically, and you're going to need baggies and stuff, but those are essential things you're going to need all the time. Everything that I listed is things that I deemed important for you that you might not already have, okay? So the grand total is for things like this and your window coverings and stuff, and everything other than the van itself, I deemed at $2,600. That's not bad. I mean, if you got some savings, you know, and you really want to get started, just go do it and go start buying this stuff. And these are things that I deem important. So you don't have to go out and buy a bunch of crap thinking, oh, I bet I need this. Oh, I bet I need that. Yeah, I need that. No, what I listed are things that, to get started with the nomad life that in my van, okay? And then I did list the van is $8,000 to $10,000 for a decent van. That's a decent running van that will run probably for a good 5 years for you. As long as you change the oil every 3,000. I used to do 5, but now I do 3. Every 3,000 miles, change your oil. I need an oil change pretty soon. And check your fluids, things like that, okay? Well, how did you like that? Did you like it? Yeah. So basically, let's say you bought a van for $10,000. Okay, $10,000 plus $2,600. Okay, so $12,600. And then, here's another one. So you need another $10,000. You must, I think it's so important to have $10,000 in a savings emergency fund. Yeah. So $22,600. So get busy and start saving that up. But I'm going to guess that a lot of you already have that in the bank or, yeah. Now, here's the deal. I just talked to somebody. She left a message. Remember, I forget her name. Was it Jennifer? Where she needed advice. But her car payment was like $450 because she bought a car and she has payments on it. Nah. Yeah. You're going to find you're going to pay less. You're going to pay less if you can find a car listed somewhere and go pay cash for it. For sure. Yeah. Now, on Craigslist, you do have to be careful because a lot of times car lots, they will sell a car as if it's by owner and they'll have it go to like the salesman's house and he'll list it, right? But still, because it's listed as a private sale, it's going to be cheaper than going on the lot and pay if you can't pay cash. It's just so much easier. Yeah. Okay? Oh, I love you guys. You know I do, right? And I hope you enjoyed this. Let's talk about money. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. And you wanted to know how my van was. Well, I'll bet there's a lot of things. You might just want to start off with one Jackery. Well, there's a savings of $500, right? You might want to just start off with one fan. There's a savings right there. Yeah, there's little things that you can cut corners on, but you did ask me about my system to have it just like mine. And of course, I have all of my towels down here. This is a really good system because I can take these out and shake them every day. Because believe me, when I eat in here, there's crumbs, hair, just, lint and debris that you might carry in. I'd never bring my shoes back here. But these can be taken out, shaken out, and once a week I can take them to the laundromat and wash them. And under here is carpeting and things like that. That way, when I look at my carpet and I get down in there, my carpeting is pristine. I've never done any major spills in here. It's pristine looking because I protected it. Yeah. Okay. Hey, thanks for spending some time with me. I know, I do love spending time with you. I'm still out camping, as you can see. Yeah. And I don't know when I'm leaving. I'm enjoying myself way too much. Pretty isolated, though. It's like, you're the only one I probably talk to all day long. That's right. Using my voice, I text people, but yeah, using my voice, you're the first people I've talked to. I love you guys. Till tomorrow.